Don't tempt me. I'll kick off your door like raw. Come, don't tell me what. Go on. I'll kick off your door like raw. Come, don't tell me. Yo my people. Hey, boom. Deepsspeaks in the building, people. Yes. You know what? We have to do it a little different because I see how the big boys are doing it. You don't see the big boys throwing up no clips in regards to what they're talking about. So if you don't see me doing that, understand I'm playing the game like everyone else now, yeah? Let's go, yeah? Big up. Listen. Big up. Big up Bouncer. Big up Armz Korleone. Big up Likkleman. Big up the other brother as well. Big up all of them, man. Listen, fighting, getting in the ring is an absolutely crazy thing. You know, like, it takes a lot to get beat up in front of everyone. You know, like that. It's a crazy thing. Like, we know there has been 2 winners. There's been a couple winners. I feel it's a real, the internet is a winner. They're one of the biggest winners, the internet, yeah? If you see any of this, don't tempt me. I'll kick off your door like raw. Come, don't tell me what. Go on. I'll kick off your door like raw. Come, don't tell me what. Go on. I'll kick off your door like raw. Come. Don't come. It's mad, yeah? So, you know what the internet does. But, all jokes aside, we have to say, big them all up, yeah? Because I've totally clocked the whole game. You know, like that. I've totally clocked the whole game. And I'm telling you, there's certain people like Bouncer, if you listen to him, very smart guy. And he's a businessman. Armz Korleone, you could tell. Well, let's talk on their fight. Let's talk on Likkleman's fight first. Likkleman's fight, absolute real thing. It was a real fight. You could see he's one of the main people that is coming into Wicked and Bad as a real fighter. Do you get what I'm saying? Not saying Bouncer's not a real fighter. He's definitely a real fighter. He's got a lot of background MMA history. He's been into that. That's what he's done. You know, he's boxed through his life, innit? He's meeting, man. They've been in the gym since they were 15. You get me? Him and his coach and whatnot. I've done my research. You get what I'm saying? So I get all of that. But the real thing is Likkleman. He's a real boxer. He's real doing this. I don't know how to describe him. Is it little? Like him in his category that could go on for a few years. It's like he could be the strongest guy in the world. Do you get what I'm saying? That is absolutely crazy. The strongest Likkleman in the world. Do you get what I'm saying? And so far, it's looking real good. He didn't wipe the floor with the other guy. The other guy didn't drop. That man could take licks, constant licks, all the way through. My man was just not dropping. I watched every round. I filmed it, but I ain't putting it up because then I get copywritten. What am I getting copywritten for? And I'm talking and I'm doing my thing. Louder. Business, Bouncer, business, innit? But yeah, so I watched the whole thing. It was absolutely crazy. It was a real fight. I like Likkleman's style. He needs to just tighten it up because he's very cheeky with it, very cocky with it. And soon someone is just going to bust his head with it because he's very cocky, hands down for bare rounds. But he's a fighter. He broke my man down mentally, physically, opened him up. You get me? Like every little gap he was just hitting, rare, hitting every gap. So that was an absolute real win. I believe in that. Do you get what I'm saying? Hearing this event, it gave me a lot of belief, like, because you watch the internet, I'm part of the internet, and don't let it fool you. That's why I'm not going to say too much, but don't let it fool you. Don't let it fool you. You could hear certain man saying it now. You hear a man in the interview saying the realness, yeah? So pay attention in it. Don't let it fool you. But yeah, why I say it gave me belief is because it was crazy. 2 men that's having an argument on the internet that are from the road has taken it to the boxing ring. Mad. Absolutely crazy. And they've had an event. The same companies had an event, which is Bouncer, and it was a big event. It looked great. And if this was out of lockdown, if there was no such thing as lockdown, you have to understand what man are doing during lockdown. Being able to put man getting COVID tests, doing all these things and proper paperwork to go in buildings and do these things. Like, you have to rate that. That is just ratings. Even the GRM rated awards the other day, the virtual one, you have to rate that because it's the time of COVID and man is still doing their thing. So with that, he's done that and then he's got this going on. Bare belief, bare belief, bare belief. So I was tapped in. Now, when the Armz and the bouncer fight started, we know there was only, what, maybe 40 seconds in real life. You get me? All right, say the first round. I believe they sat down and they wrote a contract and they said the first round's a real fight. The rest of it, we just have to get through. You get me? We have to do what we have to do, but we have to get through. Do you get me? But the first round's a real fight. I'm not saying it wasn't hot. I'm not saying it wasn't like, bro, we know a 10-second fight feels like a 1-minute fight. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, fatigue kicks in where you can, if you're rocking for like 3 minutes, boy, I've had one of them, yeah, and I was tired. Like, I'm telling you, my man, I see the punch coming, I see the punch coming from down the road, and I couldn't even move. I just had to take the bag. I'm telling you, I know how man feels. Like, when you're tired and you got nothing in the tank, I literally see the punch coming, and I had to take the bang. We finished because we was tired. That's why we finished. Because we was tired, or because no one was stopping. So we finished because we was tired. How crazy is that? Like, and certain man got licks, but we finished because man was tired. Or it could have been me, you know, like that. I can't lie. So that's a real thing. So I just feel like the first round was a real thing. I don't feel like the rest was, but generally was. Do you get me? Man, do you get me? The fatigue, when fatigue kicks in, it will leave you like that, man. It will make you want to feel like you're dying, vomit. You know, man's in the gym and they vomit because they're working too hard. So that is a real thing. We cannot deny that. We cannot deny that. All right, him winning all 3 rounds, nah, that's silly. That don't make no sense because he wasn't doing nothing. Do you get what I'm saying? He wasn't doing nothing. Like in MMA, all right, you was restraining man, you was keeping man down and whatnot, but he wasn't doing nothing as such. And you could tell he didn't want to go toe to toe. And Armz kind of, it seemed like he got in his head. But then again, getting to the end of the whole thing, it just seemed like this is how they needed it to go. Like, if this was me and someone I knew and we had this power, I think I would do what the industry does. Do you know? Like, I've made a comment that it was an event and that's what it was. And I could tell through what Bouncer said, it was an event. He said himself, I've had to step in the ring of my own event, you get me, to get it cracking. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's an event. You had rappers, you had poets, you had man MMA fighting, you had real fights, you had fights that seemed kind of real, or, do you know what I mean? Like, we all have our opinion in it, and this is just based on my opinion in it. Like, as real as it was, I just feel like there was some, you know, some negotiations in there, because at the end of the day, what's man bracking up my face for you for? You bracking up your face for me, like, for entertainment of the internet. I know both of them man are too smart for that. Both of them man are too smart to get their face messed up for the internet. No doubt about it. None of them man are doing that. But they both got paid at the end of the day. They put on a marvelous show. You get me? Like, even the setup, that was some real, bro, like that. We weren't watching UFC, you know, like that's what it was crazy when the commentators talking, bare talking, like these men been fighting for years, like man's just trying to find things to say, but they still made it work and it made it seem so. Anyone that didn't know or wasn't following would be like, right, who are these guys? Like, do you get what I'm saying? And these like are influencers from the road, music management, doing like whatever title you want to give them, they're just themselves, you know, like that. They're not no professionals. They're not professional fighters. So I rate that entirely. And at the end of the day, Bouncer's now got his brand out there big time with the big names. Do you get me? Because if he could put on an event like that, the money all that money talk. You know, the money talk is money talk, innit? Like, it's money talk, innit? We can't say what it is, but it's money talk. Armz is saying he could do a few things now. He could buy, he's got enough money to jump on a feature with someone, all them kind of things. But it's money talk. We don't know what money was exchanged. 10 bags, 100 bags, we don't know. They could show us what they want, but we don't know. Let's be real. We don't know. But we know it was worth both their time, and we hope it done so much for them. All I know is Bouncer, he's got this thing pattern. He's the heavyweight champ of his own brand. And who on the roads wants to jump in the ring with him? Who on the roads? I heard LB Dirtbite saying he'll put 2 million down for someone to jump, any rapper to jump in the ring with him. Any rapper. I don't know, maybe you don't know a bit more backstory to that, but he said it like, but it makes sense because now he's gonna watch, Bouncer's gonna bring in professional boxers on the lower level to bring up the brand. He's part of it. If he wants to jump back in, whatnot, you know, and does he have to defend his belt? Does Bouncer have to fight the next fight anyway? Because someone's coming for your belt, innit, bro? I'm sure he has to fight the next fight no matter what. So the pace has been set. I absolutely think he's crazy. I rate him absolutely. I rate him so much, even from where he's come from to where he is. Like, he shows determination, like hard working, puts in mad work. Like, yeah, he said, do you know what it is? As he's moving on, he's coming out. He said, I've robbed man, but I paid man back. Because now I'm in a good place. I'm going to pay man back because I knew it was wrong, but I had to do what I had to do. Do you get me? Mindset. As you grow, as you get older, your mind changes, your mindset changes. If it don't, that's certain man's mind don't change. There's still, like, there's some kid or something, like when they was young, like it didn't. Nah, bro. Change your mindset, man. Your mindset has to change as you get older. But I absolutely rate them for this. I think it was a crazy thing that they done. Levels, man. Levels, like the energy drink, all of that, like the levels. Keep an eye on it, man. Keep an eye on it. He's making so much sense. He's making it make sense. Keep it blessed. Peace. Don't tempt me. I'll kick off your door like raw. Come. Don't tell me why. Go on. I'll kick off your door like raw. Come.